Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and I'm doing a cast of Barton versus Bulat in the COH2 Masters stream. This is the third game, I believe, of the day for this bracket number 13. There are multiple brackets currently going on with multiple different players. Players you may have heard about, players you may have not, but my goal today is to highlight maybe some players you did not or do not know about. But any case, that doesn't mean that they don't deserve to be shown. Quite opposite. In fact, these players have shown some amazing skills and amazing plays over the course of this day. So I really hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get to it. We have Barton going Tactical Support Regiment. Actually, one of my personal favorite British commanders. The reason why is I really enjoy this forward observation post. I think it's underused in a lot of ways, and I think it's really good in order to hold back and call so many specials to help you hold your area. Barton is also deploying a lot of British infantry across this northern area, trying to capture that points. Though again, the British need to rely on cover, so we'll see how well that they do in the course of this map. MG is also going north all the way to that MG. Oh wait, nope, maybe not. Looks like he turned position. Most likely he detected that British infantry, bringing up the MG to kind of combat. Though we have to watch out for all this cover. The British could be getting close enough to take it out. I'm sorry, I will, Wolf, I will be going over score at later. So I will get all that going. Any case, but for reference, Bullet won the game before. So, the first game, I'll pull up my spreadsheet in just a moment. Any case, MG going in to capture the fuel. We currently have Pioneers in the south. Again, I think try to get in the building to try to contend or at least cause some issues with this point here. Again, curious to see what exactly... what exactly his long-term play is, as the British typically have long-range rifles to outproduce and outfire these guys. Although we have Grenadiers coming on, so maybe that's his help, is to wait for these guys to come on in so they could continue to fire. Although we have a universal carrier that has been deployed, MG is capturing this major point across the road, though they're moving very quickly. Maybe he believes that, again, he needs it to help in mid, which wouldn't be a terrible... Oh, nope, he just repositions it. Oh, he sees the Grenadiers inbound, so maybe that's why. Pioneers coming into flank, so he's going to pull back. A last British infantry on standby. Again, both sides pulling down that cover on the points, that way they can hold. MG laying down its position. Grenadiers swinging around, trying to open fire. Grenadiers again trying to flank, get around that MG. British infantry trying to hold back and keep suppression on the Pioneers. Again, if it's still under fire, suppression will still take effect for a period of time. Unfortunately, that Vickers just cannot set up in the area of that German infantry, and the Germans will continue to try to flank, but the British are doing a number on those Grenadiers, but the Grenadiers did exactly what they wanted. They pushed that unit back. Meanwhile, the other British infantry in mid is taking some substantial damage. Gonna probably need to pull back soon, but with the Universal Carrier's help, we managed to push back that additional Grenadier squad. Now, again, this Universal Carrier has gotten the upgrade for the Vickers K mounted variant, which I know a lot of people prefer the flamethrower, but the reason why you go this is extra attack power with infantry with your machine gun, plus suppression they can use to hold back some units. Even units that would be designed to fight this, like Panzer Grenadiers, you could technically suppress and maybe help out in other engagements. Anyway, a lot of damage being right now on that unit. With the British as well coming in, this unit will probably need to fall back, though he's doing it most likely to cut off that fuel. Though I will say, we still have a munition point over here. Bullet is not done yet, however. First off, he is building himself a mechanized Campania, so I'm assuming we're going to be seeing a scout car deployed to counteract that Universal Carrier. It's usually an easy counter for it, as the scout car's autocannon usually shreds it. But we also have a sniper, and the sniper is good against armor, but the scout car could easily chase this thing down. So we could see a 2-for-1 scenario here, but I wouldn't say Barton is out of the woods yet. I would expect him to deploy something soon, and we'll see what he's going. He is yet to go for the armored car or the Bofor. Will he ignore it? Will he get it? We shall see. But I think the armored car would be a good counter. Alas, he unfortunately will not be able to get that at the moment. And the scout car will be deployed. We also have a mine over here. teller mine, so I'm assuming he placed that there in a defensive stance in case he's chased by an armored vehicle back to his base. Which could be the case. Again, a lot of British vehicles like to try to get that final kill. For example, in this scenario, we have a crocodile. If the crocodile was to give chase with the flamethrower, it could technically burn infantry back at his base, which would be a major kerfuffle for the German player. So Bulat is like, I'll place a teller mine to stop that out. Skyjoint says, Greyshot as a caster. For those, just for reference in case people don't know, I cast games on YouTube. I cast about 3 a week. So that is why... a lot of people may be a little bit stunned that I'm currently casting, but I do cast on a I cast on a routine basis over the past 5 years. So just as a heads up, maybe I'll start doing it on Twitch. I don't know. But in any case, British managing to push back the Grenadier squads even with the MG42 upgrade. Very nice to see. Scout car going in the north, trying to get some shots off. But both the sniper and universal carrier have so far managed to get out of there just fine, and the Brits have managed to keep their zone of control. With actually, we look over here, it's exactly even on the resource gain, but one big difference is the British currently have mid. British infantry falling back. They try to go for the decap, but Scout car is not letting them have it. But right now, they could be on a collision course with each other. Scout car advancing into British territory, possibly looking for a kill or something along those lines. But alas, he's pulling quickly back. Maybe he doesn't want to chase too deep. And that's not a terrible idea because right now the British have an armored car being deployed. And this thing is very good at killing light vehicles, even going toe-to-toe with some medium vehicles with its upgrades, such as target treads, which can disable them. So we'll see how things go. Again, one problem with the British is healing infantry, though he has given the infantry section the medic upgrade to heal his MG. So the Vickers can get back up to full strength. Grenadier squad being pushed back by just the universal carrier alone. Now up to 3 kills. Panzer Grenadiers just lying back behind the shrubs trying to wait. Although we have a push up here with the Grenadier squad. Again, Bulat is trying in multiple areas just to slowly advance and do quite a bit of damage. Push on up. So again, if you get those resources, that's a huge gain for him. Armored car coming up as soon as the scout car comes up, but the scout car realizes that's a bad move and pulls back. Panzer Grenadiers down south, no upgrades yet, but he's probably waiting for additional infantry. Now, one negative I see right now is the fact we don't have a ton of frontline troops. Again, as soon as he sees this engagement, he's like, I don't want to lose any models, I don't want to lose manpower, and pulls back. Meanwhile, Grenadiers are taking mid. We do have some infantry healing and most likely waiting to engage. MG still guarding this overall area, while the British are slowly moving up and taking this point here, while the British sniper is moving back over to mid, most likely to help hold this point. Now, looks like that will be the case. Scout car could advance, but we have an armored car right there. He's trying to get some nice shots, trying to do damage while he's building. Again, that's the best time to engage a unit because it'll do a ton of damage as they're more vulnerable. Alas, the British sniper managed to put a shot on the scout car along with the armored car being right there. So if the scout car stays for too long, it will be taken out quite easily. Heals going into effect. You have 5-man squads. You do. So we do have the British with 5-man squads now. We do have a pack gun being made. Again, good to try to knock out that armored car. Grenadiers, by the way, just trying to recap the territory on their side. But the British are decapping this point. Very smart. Instead of decapping this, decap this one. It automatically cuts off the point on the left, allowing for no additional resources to go to the German side of control. Now, Universal Carrier, once again, doing a lot of work this game. Very nice to see. Grenadiers just trying to hold on to this position, but against the infantry, which, funny enough, building cover, actually not choosing to engage, which is fine. Again, you want to fight in the best environment, and he's trying to make that so. Scout car trying to help out, but armored car is once again lying in wait. He is, though, pulling back with his armored car. That might give the opportunity for the scout car to get the kill. Armored car, though, moving on in. Grenadiers are still there, so Panzerfaust is possible, which is why he's being very hesitant with his armored car. He doesn't want to get ambushed by it. Pack gun is moving into the south. British forces managing to take off a point from the Germans, stopping their resource gain. Grenadiers trying to move on in, and I'm assuming capture this point. They're heading straight for it. We have 5-man squads now on the field. We also have this. So the Royal Engineer recovery units essentially are Royal Engineers, but they have a added upgrade of being able to salvage units and vehicles for actually an amount better than the OKW's salvage ability by a good margin. The bigger the wreck, the more fuel and resources you get. And Any case, British forces pulling on back, but they did manage to push back the Grenadiers, which is a plus. Additional Grenadier squad got pushed back by the British forces, again taking substantial casualties in that area. British going far north, maybe trying to go for that fuel. Scout car just still peppering shots, but behind that heavy cover, it's going to take some time. Bulat, though, again, has yet to go for that Escalate Battle Phase 2. I have yet to go over his doctrines as well. He went Lightning War, which gives a lot of bonuses to infantry, such as additional reserves, additional damage with G43s. Nice shot, by the way, with the pack gun guarding with the scout car providing sight. And speed. Also, we got the Tiger and too close air support for armor in case the British decide to deploy deploy numerous amounts of armor. Good job with the scout car moving the heavy cover, allowing the British to be more vulnerable. German forces trying to swing around. We have Panzer Grenadiers with G43 rifles. Interesting, very interesting indeed. That'll make them more potent at longer ranges. Again, that does remove the ability for AT, but I think they are going to move the pack gun up for that. They just need better infantry. Rifle grenade going out. Almost. Oh, that could have been very bad. Luckily, they did retreat and they managed to save the unit. Vickers machine gun opening fire, trying to suppress. Grenadiers trying to move on up. I do like how he's upgraded his Grenadiers with MG42s, but Panzer Grenadiers is upgraded with the G43s. Interesting to see. Anyway, they're trying to exploit a gap in the British line. MG fell back. Sniper on standby. Might maybe try to get a model or two as they advance. Armored car again with Royal Engineers lying in wait up here with the British infantry coming on in. Universal carrier. We have yet to see any suppression, but pack gun is moving up, so this thing is in the target. Misses the shot. Rifle grenade going out. Good hit. One model killed and lots of health damage. G43 rifles coming on in. I'm curious to see. I mean, if that was a Grenadier squad, he could have Panzerfausted it, but unfortunately in that scenario, just not able to win. We do have a British AT gun moving onto the field. So again, he's trying to maybe counteract the scout car with its sight and or just prepping for the inevitable German armor that could be around the corner. British infantry again launching a fierce counterattack to take back the southern angle. Sniper as well with 9 kills, doing a really good job of just trying to pepper the infantry. Armored car being deployed. This is a big risk. I guess he was trying to move in just for sight. But alas, with the Grenadiers right there in smoke, they could deploy anywhere and Panzerfaust him, so he has to be very careful. British forces pushing up. I'm assuming trying to kill this AT gun, but alas, unable to as he's able to retreat. Armored car advancing. Not much stopping them from trying to knock out that scout car. I do like how he hits and pulls back. Again, he's very worried about that pack gun, trying to get some shots on and maybe try to go in for it. Remember, he doesn't know if there's more than one pack, so he doesn't want to be double packed and knocked out, as well as hit by armor, which, by the way, Bulat has yet to build. We have yet to see any additional armor buildings being placed. He could build it. Oh, there he goes. There we go. If he's building this, I'm assuming where a Panzer IV is in the future. But Barton has also yet to build his next building for vehicles. So if he doesn't build... Oh, wait. Smoke grenade going out, allowing him to capture the fuel. Very nice. He's pulling back in the smoke. And at least there'll be 1 or 2 fuel points he'll get for some additional resources. MG in the north. Oh, sorry. Trying to hold back that infantry. Managed to do so. Suppressed. Universal carrier up to Vet 2 now at 6 kills. Very nice to see. Any light vehicle get up to a higher veterancy. Armored car yet to get a veterancy, which is actually quite funny. Pack gun trying to knock it out. Could go for a direct fire option. But alas, MG is focusing. Oh, nope. There's a guy over here. He's totally fine, guys. MG's totally fine after that bundle grenade. Armored car is advancing, though. Again, he's focusing on vehicles. Switched over to infantry. Trying to get some shots on the infantry. Maybe trying to go for the pack kill. Not entirely sure what's going on. Grenadier squad very low on health. Might be able to go in for the kill on that. Panzer IV, though, is being deployed soon. So the British need to get in defense against armor. By the way, the Germans were able to take over this point, which the British will need to get back if they want to win this game via victory points. Again, we got armored car moving back up here. I'm again just for coverage, I assume. Universal carrier, by the way, very nice to see, helping to guard the south. Infantry being healed. Again, he has a lot of infantry with the medics, just trying to make sure that everything he can is up to the best health possible. But with the armored car in the north, the scout car in the south will play and push back the universal carrier. We have rifle grenade going out. Doesn't get a lot of damage with models or really any health damage against that unit. Takes it like a champ. British infantry coming on in to try to push back the Grenadiers. Up north, we have the armored car going around. I guess he's just trying to scout, found this MG, and pushing that unit back. May not be the best killer of infantry, but it will do damage, so you want to retreat it and not waste precious manpower in this game. Meanwhile, we have Panzer Grenadiers taking over this point. Again, no ATs. This armored car could just theoretically just keep firing at them, and except for some minor damage, wouldn't be too much. But Panzer IV moving into mid. AT gun is in the wrong area of the map to help out, so this armored car is pretty much by itself in this engagement. Now he's trying to direct fire at this Panzer IV and figure out maybe he can fire a shot at get a lucky hit, but alas, that is not the case. Again, unfortunately, Panzer Grenadiers are just not taking it from this armored car and just kind of moving up and doing their own thing. Meanwhile, we have a push in the south as well, though the MG is causing suppression with British infantry pouring on in. Universal carrier as well, not suppressing but just firing normally and try to do as much damage as possible. Pack gun finally gets a nice hit there, so very nice to see. Panzer IV looks like was trying to knock out the MG, but the Vickers machine gun held its own. Cover was destroyed, but the AT gun helped cover it, so very cool. We did have, unfortunately, an AT grenade. Maybe oh sorry, it was a mine. Maybe a mine. Wait, actually I'm kind of unsure what. Oh, I'm sorry. The sniper hit it. The sniper hit it with a crit shot, which knocked out its main engine. Royal Engineers trying to go in for the AT grenade. Alas, it's still making it out of there quite well. And again, they have German infantry lying in wait, so it's a good thing to break off from that engagement. But in the north, we have the Germans pouring on in, just grabbing a bunch of resource and territory. Luckily, Universal Carrier is just shredding that MG and pushing it back. Alas, very close to dying. Maybe we'll go get for the kill. Panzer IV is lying in wait behind the house, though. Doesn't engage. Vet 3 Universal Carrier. Awesome. Awesome to see this baby rolling into action. Panzer IV getting some nice heals in. Again, getting back up to full health. Once again, just showing off. We have a ton of kills and veterancy for the Brits. And same thing for the Germans. So both sides are giving each other bloody noses and getting veterancy because of it. So very cool. Very cool indeed. Snipers still around, just slowly tearing apart that infantry. Even getting a shot on the retreat, which is very hard to do. Needs to get very lucky, but managing to get that shot with 12 kills. As well, remember, with this sniper on the field, that Panzer IV, if moved in, could be crit shotted as well, and at least have something knocked out. Panzerfaust is going to be fired, but remember, Universal Carrier is still A-OK. Again, it has the improved repairability. So, again, it is costly, but not too costly. And we'll be able to get this thing healed up quite fast, so this thing will not be out of action for too long. The AT and the armored car putting shots on the Panzer IV, easily pushing it back. So low on health, this thing is going to be out of action for quite some time, unless he is very desperate to bring it back up. British infantry pushing back the Germans, but once again, Germans not out of the woods. They still have this middle VP point, and they have the northern VP point. So with that under play, if we look at the overall VP points, he is doing quite well. The British, though, are realizing this, coming in to engage. Panzer IV trying to help out. They did knock out the pack gun, so good job with the British infantry right there. But Panzer Grenadiers and normal Grenadiers rushing on in. Armored car might be going in for the dive to try to kill that Panzer IV, but alas, not able to do so. And pulling on back because of it. Doesn't want to get Panzerfausted. Oh my god, bundle grenade, but doesn't really get a clean hit on anything. Does a little bit to everything, but not enough to kill anything. Anyway, MG opening fire. Armored car has been knocked out, at least by the Panzerfaust. Not dead, not by a long shot. And pulling on back. A scout car could move in, but that would be incredibly risky, especially with the British AT lying in wait. As well, Barton, we have not seen any armor from you, but you're at... Okay, never mind. I guess he heard me, and he said, you know what, Greyshot, I'm going to prove you wrong. Let me show you what I can do, and he's getting himself a Cromwell. Now, the Germans still have a ton of AT, from Panzerfaust to Pack to the Panzer IV, but so do the Brits. Actually, I would even contend the British have more in terms of AT. And now, with that Cromwell, that may give a decisive edge on this field of battle to the Brits, but we shall see. I know it is Cromwell. So I just saw real quick someone in chat's like, why doesn't he go for a Churchill or Crocodile? Well, he would need to get the upgrade for it. So the upgrade for that's 50. By the way, nice kill with the scout car, which I'm assuming he was trying to move in and get the kill. Snipered everything back at base and waiting for heals. This is a big last push by the Germans and by last push, I mean last area of contention on this map. Again, the Brits are doing well, but they still are losing overall map control, so they need to go and get that back. So even with Bulat's lesser forces, he's doing a fantastic job at condensing the British into one sector, allowing him to get additional resources over the other player. Anyway, British infantry trying to get some units on the retreat. This pack gun, unfortunately, will meet its demise on the field of battle, and I'm assuming the British might be able to try to gain some territory over here. The AT gun is moving up along with the Cromwell, which again, I'm assuming why you went with the Cromwell is you wanted armor now rather than waiting for possible crocodile. Pack gun opening fire. Cromwell not having it, and he's trying to push back the Panzer IV. He's not going to go in for the kill, but I'm assuming he will either steal or try to take that pack gun. Smoke being deployed. Yep, he dropped the smoke to steal the pack gun. That's double AT right now for the British. Very nice job for the Brits to get that. We look at overall population. Right now, Bart is doing very well for himself. So I don't think Bulat is going to be able to keep Barton condensed. I think that right now we're going to see Barton expand his territorial offerings. Now, a lot of you guys are saying GG, but Bulat says hell no to that and pulls up a Tiger. Now, the British have a lot of AT, but the Tiger is very good at killing infantry. If he's lucky and maneuvers it well with good support, then I fully believe this game is not done yet. But if he plays it badly, if he sends it unsupported, this game could be over. Tiger tank advancing straight into the British territory with infantry lagging behind. We'll see if the infantry can catch up. Sniper firing that shot to knock it out with a crit shot. Gets it. Turret is disabled for the time being. Cromwell sees what's going on in the south, rushes down. The AT is like, I don't think I can handle that right now. Oh my god, Cromwell bounces its first shot on the Tiger, pulling back, realizing that that's not a great engagement for him. We could see another crit shot. The double AT is repositioning, I believe, to the forward base. We also have the observation post going into effect, which could allow him to not only, again, use this as a healing point, but also, remember, allow him to call in all those specials. And the observation post has a ton of awesome specials. That sniper is just slowly tearing away the infantry, reducing their overall offensive capabilities by 25%. Remember that. Remember, if they kill a model, that's 25% of the unit just gone. So knocking that out is super critical, which is why I think that Brit sniper has been so impactful in this game. Meanwhile, even though he's lost a lot of his support units, Bulat is not done yet, and still, after all this time, holding map control in the north. I will say the Brit might need to expand a bit more, and that's, I would say, my biggest criticism of Barton, is right now he's condensed in this area, but Bulat is currently in an area where I don't think he can keep holding this gentleman back in mid for too much longer, so we'll see if that is the case. Now, he is coming down south, Bulat is, to knock out that Vickers machine gun that's going into play and hopefully do some damage, while also decapping this point. Tire tank rolling on in, about to run to double AT, but the shrubs block the shot. Cromwell taking a lot of hits. A lot of units are right here, all close together. A lot of shots going into play. Some bounces on the Tiger, some not. Tiger, though, taking a lot of damage, pulling on back. Meanwhile, there's a lot of infantry fighting going on in mid. Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers pulling on back after trying to get that point. Again, there's that forward base here, which is just allowing everything to be healed. So not a great area to fight. Now, unfortunately, the Vickers machine gun did die. So that is an unfortunate incident right there. But the sniper is coming down to help cap the point, and we have no major units down here. Panzer IV, by the way, is back in action. We'll try to help out in mid, I assume, and just try to get some shots. Alas, with the movement, unable to get a clean shot in the AT, both the pack and the 6-pounder managed to push that sucker back out of mid. So very nice to see in that regard, pushing him out of the region and allowing the British to finally not only gain control of mid, but I'm assuming swing around and hopefully get back some of the northern sectors, which again, Bulat has been using to his advantage. We look at the fuel, it's 42 fuel compared to 16. Let's look at the munitions, 37 to 57. Right now, Bulat may be down in population, but he is getting back up. And right now with all of his men, okay, mostly all healed up. Population-wise, it's coming back very close together. Armored car, by the way, has been changed to now a command vehicle with his commander. Now, this will allow him free recon, and we look here. Boom! Improves the unit capabilities of all the units in the area, which should, again, help give a bonus since he has been so condensed in this sector. Very close. Could we see another unit? And that, unfortunately, is the end of a Grenadier squad for Bulat, which is, again, very critical because he doesn't necessarily have the manpower right now to just be losing units willy-nilly. He needs to gain more than lose more. Pack guns are lying in wait for the Tiger. We did have a crit shot be fired from the sniper, it looks like, and did a damn good job at pushing back the Tiger and causing lots of damage. Luckily, double Pioneers rolling on in for quick heals. Another Panzer IV is going into play. Again, this is why when anyone says GG, I always say not yet, because again, the Bulat is still coming back swinging, though I would say the biggest issue he's currently contending with is that double pack gun, or the double AT, pack and 6-pounder to be precise. Now, while this is all going on, we do have something lying in wait. I'm assuming, no, he's actually not. He's not gone for the upgrade, so we might not see a crocodile yet anyway. Oh my god, it's decrewed, but it's not done. Double AT slowly advancing. Oh, Bulat is being pushed back to his base. He still has a call-in, and that call-in could do a lot of damage versus the armor, and with an infantry push, he could knock out these units, but it is definitely not looking a little grim for him, though once again, he does have a lot of resources coming in from the north that has been so far uncontested. Grenadiers lying in wait for the British and try to decap this point. Again, getting some nice shots, but I think overall, well, it's funny because, wait, where's the, oh, they're using the hillside as cover, okay. But they're still holding on to this area. Oh my god, the British called in air support, actually. And that strafing support is anti-armor and... Wait. Nope. Nope, I take it back. Both sides called it in. Another Panzer IV bites the dust. We have a unit dying in the north. So alas, he got knocked out. Anti-infantry strafe coming in, that's this. And the other one... Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a recon plane. My apologies. Wait, I believe. Hold on. Maybe I'm crazy. I thought there was another plane going into effect. And Bulat left after that Panzer IV loss. I think he realized it wasn't. What was that? I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I don't know what was called in. I am actually a little bit confused on that. There was nothing else here. I'm actually a little confused by that because I saw a blue plane fly overhead. So maybe it was something over here. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. That's my bad. I'll figure that out later. But in any case, it was a good game. The Brits on the defense over here held out to the very end and were just able to slowly wear down Bulat's forces. Bulat doing a good job at holding the resources in the north, but there was not much stopping the British from really expanding there once he started. And in the south, again, that double AT line really put a number on Bulat's forces. So good job, Barton, for winning this game. Again, very nice to see. Cromwell made it out alive, and even with the air support, there just wasn't enough attack to really cause a lot of damage to the British line. And alas, Bulat paid the ultimate price. But Bulat, you had some great plays. Once again, your map control was fantastic. You held the north against a player that had more numbers and more units than you. You kept him contested in his sector and actually pushed deep into his sector without taking many casualties. Although, once again, I think the biggest issues you had with a sniper, the British infantry, doing very well, by the way, getting some great shots on the German infantry. But again, German infantry still did very well. And once again, I think just overall, it was an you just couldn't break a lot of these units. You just couldn't go for the kill. And unfortunately, the British taking some of your infantry just did not help. But we shall see. We shall see how things go. Any case, he unfortunately lost and Barton won. So let's see the overall damage report. By the way, thank you to everyone currently watching. Hopefully you're having a good time. So far, we've covered 3 games, or maybe 2 1/4, as I came in at the last quarter of it. GG, nice work, Greyshot. Thank you, Skyjoy. Let's see, Ranger, I wouldn't say that is the case. Wouldn't say that is the case, and I do believe that gentleman would disagree with shaming anyone. We have Piteling saying Barton the Legend. Again, he did quite well for himself in that game. Again, no, there were very few really bad plays. But let's look at the damage report, and this opens up because as you can see here, Barton got a ton of damage on Bulat. Now, most likely that is simply because of the fact Bulat had more armor for the course of the field. Remember, the Tiger was in play for quite some time. So yeah, for example, that 6-pounder did 9,500 damage over the course of the field, or over the course of the game. Combine that with probably the Cromwell and the other pack gun, yeah, I could absolutely see why he got so much damage. Any case, Bullets also, again, very well, and again, but we could definitely see he was taking definitely some losses toward the end of that game. Overall, I would say it was still a very good game. Bulat had better map control. Barton probably had better preservation overall for a lot of his support units, and that really helped him out. Hello everyone, and before you go, I want to thank the October patrons, which include GTA, Jakub, Spartycus, Ace, Aldo, Lopez, Chris Bailey, Folkvard, jrchicklis, Ollie, Pyroshark, Rifle, Streakingwookie, Joey G, 240, Josh, Milam, and Mustaach. Thank you all so very much for your amazing support. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and we'll see you next time.